Yeah, seizures are real. I don't even want to know. How come no one's ever been like, hey, what's this issue with this rape? You know, in an official capacity. Like, how come they're not ever, like, saying anything about that to me? How come no one's ever said anything about any of that? How come no one's ever been like, hey, do you actually take seizure medication for your medication for your seizures? No, I do not. I know I'm fine. Leave me alone. I hope it doesn't happen out in public. I stay out of public as much as I can. Thank you. I don't like it when the police come over to my house or like if I get kicked out of a store because I accidentally have to go in public because I definitely need something that I cannot survive without. And I have to force myself to be around other human beings who are just gonna hate me and naturally or be weirded out by my presence. You think I want to go out in public and be around you people? No, I don't. I want to be around general public. No, I don't want to be around general public. I don't want to be in your stores twitching and shit in front of you. I don't want to be walking down your streets fucking limping or fucking twitching or talking to myself. I don't want you to see me out in my front yard talking to myself in circles and stuff. I don't want you to hear me while I'm in my backyard. Okay, maybe I do. I scream at the neighborhood from my backyard. Safely inside my own fence. I have freedom of speech on my own property. I own my land. It's paid off. And I'm not delinquent on taxes. Daddy left me the farm. It's actually a farm in ranch. Put in the orchard next. Trying to turn my backyard into a secret garden before I sell the place. Maybe up the value a little bit. Put some, like 2 of these kind of fruit trees in, like my five favorite fruit trees. Like 10 trees. What was the thing? 10 trees and like rows. Like you can make a pentagram out of that. I was like, yeah. Like 10 trees and 5 rows. Yeah.
How's the fish?
4 trees per row. Then his number brought me to school. I was like, hey, that's a star. Mom told me, hey, you can make a star like this real quick with 5 lines like this in a pattern. I was like, hey, that's pretty neat. For the odd number ones, I think, there's a way to do that on odd number ones. Even the ones you take, like, central triangles, make whatever the number is. Or it's just a prime number. And then, the star. Because, there's no even prime numbers. Anyway. What makes sense to me? I am a game point side. 2 squares. Seems to me. Just like the ball in the middle. Brightness. You can't see the lines. That makes sense to you? Like parallel. Science and geometry. Okay. Also, philosophy and religion. That's a 4-way parallel. 4-way parallel. You can add that to your mind. The sign of religion. I'm not casting a spell on you. You do that to yourself. Take a little breathe in. It's in your health. You hear it in your ear and it's just inside your ears. Got it in. You can't unsee what you heard. You can't unsee what you saw. You can't unthink what you thought. You can't undo what you did. There's always in the past. And what's in your mind goes into all mind. And that's why it can be a source of all evil and insanity. Does that make sense?
How's the fish coming?
Do you see the parallel? Add that to your mind. Sign of addition. Self-hypnotism. You do it to yourself. Not someone else does it to you.
How's the fish?
I didn't check it. Check the fish. We gotta shake the thing. Gotta shake the basket. Look, might be done. I didn't flip him. Not exactly, what you call him, prepared. time is like 12 minutes. Halfway cook time will be 6 minutes. I'm going to add an extra minute to it. For no reason. 6 minutes. 400. 7 minutes. Seems like a more wholesome number. You know what? 6 minutes. I'll rest at 7 then. Let's stand. Parallels. Good example of the book. Trying to guess a minute. 6 or 7. Balance a minute? Nah. What's 6 minutes left on? Let's stand 1 minute. Ooh, we did on instructions a lot. I'm just going to make my own instructions because I left it on one side too long. I said, flip halfway through. I'm flipping, they were all soggy on the bottom. I said, ooh, that can't be healthy to eat. It needs to cook longer. How much longer though? Half the time. You upset with that? They were pretty hot. And I did rinse my hand off a little bit. Germ tolerance. If you increase it, you have a better immune system. We all need better immune systems whenever the coming plague hits us. You know, COVID-19 is like a parallel, like a warm-up exercise. That way we know the fire drill when it comes time to don the mask and keep the distance. For real, because it actually means something next time. Next time. Next time. Hopefully not next time.
Won't you let her in?
When will the next time be? Next time you idiots let one loose. Yeah. Here's the thing. I got this flimsy little bandage on because in the hospital, you know, that's how they repaired me. After the cop manhandled my broken bone when I was there on a psych reason. See that bone that goes from my pinky to my little palm is bruised. And it's looking all swelled up. It's got a little, I don't know, it's just swollen and shit. Like, that's not how it's supposed to be. My bone's broken. The cop manhandled my broken bone while I was at the hospital. After I was in the hospital, I was in cuffed. And I wasn't charged with any criminal charges at all for anything. Just accused of being crazy. Took to the hospital. And it was a misunderstanding entirely. And they don't know me. They kind of tell me, oh, you don't take medicine. Well, you got to be going to the hospital because your speech is pressured and excited. No, sir. I have dissociative identity disorder. I have panicked because of you. Your presence is making me panic. Can you please step the fucking size out the fucking room so I can calm the fuck down and breathe so I can talk in a rational manner because this is my home and this is what I need and this is my psych problem and you're just fucking freaking me out because I'm scared to fucking death that you use your goddamn gun on your hip. Don't you understand what I'm saying to you? And you're like, no, not even a little bit, sir. This makes absolutely no sense to us at all. We're gonna lock you up for being crazy and then you're mad at you for being crazy at the hospital while you're like, hey, I have a symptom where like, I can't stop talking because he wants you to shut the fuck up and he keeps telling you you need to stop, you need to stop talking, you need to stop talking, calm down. Like, look man, I just can't stop talking, it's just a problem I have, it's just like symptoms just go away. So this guy starts fucking manhandling my fucking arm because I'm talking. I'm just trying to talk and figure out what the fuck, trying to reason with these people in a political manner and talking about freedoms and stuff. I just want to like manhandle me all the way through. Like I'm just fucking flipping the fuck out on him for no reason. No, I'm flipping out because I'm in pain. I'm making them emphatic and emotional sounding. The way I have rich speech is I am dealing with a lot of pain right now. It makes my speech a little pressured, sir. And yes, I have dissociative identity disorder. That is a mental illness. Yes, some people don't have that disorder. I guess they would take medication if they want to medicate their symptoms. I do not want to medicate my symptoms other than with like gummy vitamins I can get, or like herbal supplements I can buy, or like, you know, street substances I can get that are like sourced from plants, or like in a rare occasion just for sexual situations only. Something else, but that's just like, you know, to join with the sex god with another human, to commune with another human, and the sex god. That's what that's for. You cannot make that illegal specifically, because that helps me commune with the sex god, with whatever human being I'm communing with the sex god with. Does that make sense? Because I believe, yes, Yahweh is God. You should put it out before Him, but as long as you're doing it in His will and you're thankful to Him while you're doing it, there should be no wrong with, you know, communing with those other gods. And I'm not praying with them, or, you know, making idols to them, or bowing down to them. I should be able to commune with those things, and so I can thoroughly understand them better. I'll tell you what, when you commune with your different types of gods, You do understand their God-like mentality a little bit better, and it helps you be a better person because it helps you grow into like whatever mentality you want to be. I'm not saying we should all try to be sex gods. If everybody was a sex god, well, there'd be no fun in being a sex god. I would be like, yeah, well, we're all sex gods. Yeah. Who wants to we're all sex gods? Nah. How about everybody gets to be a sex god, bitch? Why? In English, he hears God most often during sex. So, if you worship a deity named God, according to some ideas and some faiths and some different groups, depending on what faith you are, you worship a God named God, then your God is simply just another sex God because he hears his name only during sex. Oh God. Oh God. You see, you sick fucks turned your own God into something evil. You've named him a sex God by your own activities without even realizing it. You praise him most during that act by calling that name during that act. So you have, in effect, created a God, named God. And that was never even God's real name. Okay? And what's worse, you've complicated it worse with Baal worship. You know what I'm saying? Baal.
How's the fish coming?
You know what Baal translated into English is? From Hebrew into English, Baal in Hebrew translated into English means literally the. It literally means Lord. So Ha Baal is the Lord. Ha Baal Gad is the Lord God in Hebrew. So if you say the Lord God in English, you are just calling the Hebrew God Yahweh Baal Gad or Ha Baal Gad. Might as well just call him Beelzebub. I wouldn't say that to his face. Might be a little insulting once you get there to the other side. I'm sure he's just like, oh, you got forgiveness. You know, I've been taking care of that shit. Oops.
Oh.
Give me your hand, please.
Oh.
Yes, dear. Feet on the floor. Don't step in my shoe. 2 hands. Thank you. Good.
What do I do? Hold it there. I'm just gonna go check on the mail.
Check on. I think want me to get the mail.
Yeah, if you can, please. And I check the type. Just.
If you're hurting that bad, you should not be going to check the mail. Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna go pee.
Okay, go pee. Here's I'll get the door for you. I'm not just sucking up to her. I started that habit when I was in Florida. I was with a lady who, she was in a,
Smells good.
yeah, it's probably done. I was with a lady, I really didn't want to mate with her. I really just wanted to cuddle with her, and she never, like, really understood that, really. I don't think she understood that I was gay. I tried to tell her, but, like, I couldn't find a way to tell her, because, like, I enjoyed being with her. And so I made it sound like she was just really gross to me, and it really hurt her feelings real bad. Like, I was still ashamed to admit to her that I was gay. And I just tore that girl's feelings all up, and her name was Amber. She was a very precious soul. And she's down there. She had 5 kids, and I didn't think I wouldn't be a fit father for 5 kids, being, you know, challenged by my own religion and all that. Yeah. My dad was in it too. I'll get the mail. I'll get the mail. I almost forgot. I'm absolutely lying. I've got warning signs. What? I put a warning sign outside my house. Warning. I also kept the reflectors at the road. And that one over there has seen better days. I put that thing together 3 times now. Well, it's had a couple accidents. It's been backed over a couple of times. It's been ran over with a lawnmower. And the weed eater took it off the thing once after I fixed it. But I hadn't really had much problem with it since. I glued it together really good. There's no mail in the box. That's my camper. That's what me and Katrina lived in when Dad was making us live away from home because he just couldn't understand I was married. And he hated her. There's nothing in the box.
Oh, nothing.
My rope up in the tree, I was going to try to drag the branch down from the tree with the truck, but the wheel sounds like it's going to fall off, and it sounds like the hose wore out. And it's probably a lot more problems though. It's not a Stevie because it's rear-wheel drive, I think. It's a Nissan Xterra. I think it's rear-wheel drive. Some of them are all-wheel. I think this one's just rear-wheel, which is good, but we get stuck easy.
I'm getting there.
I got stuck, and I got a tow truck pulled me out, and now my hub's fucked up. So I guess pulling it by the arm was not a pretty good idea because now something in the structure is kind of screwed up, and I don't know what to do about that because you kind of like you use a tow truck at your own risk, right? Like, hey, call someone for arrested and they fuck your shit up. What do? You're out in the field. You got no choice but to use the one guy, and this is how it is. And sorry about your luck. Contact your insurance, make a claim or something, and like hope let's say it is my fault for getting stuck in the fucking field and needing to be towed out in the first place or some shit like that. Because apparently, when the cop told me to pull over on the side of the road and we'll see that's your son, somehow when the lady took my door off and I was trying to get out of the car because he had his fucking lights on too bright and she couldn't see past it, her taking my door off was partially my fault somehow. So, and she should have stopped, but he should have had the bright ass fucking lights off, directly into traffic without anything else going on at the time. Like, to like explain what the fuck this is. You're driving around all of a sudden, giant light! What else was the bitch supposed to do? Fucking take my door off, not to mean that she was a bitch, she took my door off, and like, shit, she fucking, poor girl couldn't help her fucking shit. She was blind by the cop and confused, like, what the fuck is this like with me? She tried to throw the fuck down, hoping he would just go faster in the other lane. I know what she was thinking. I know it. I felt it that moment our cars collided. Oh, fuck. Confusion's almost to us both. Where's that confusion started by? A cop in my county. I think they're trying to kill me. They're trying to kill me. It started since I got here. It started with my son. How's this doing the car in my county? You can tell for my county. Like, where'd that come from anyway? He don't hang out in my county, does he? What's going on here? Oh. No, it's just fishy because I ain't from this county. I'm a newcomer here. I knew some people who lived on the other edge of the county a long time ago. As you know, I ain't nobody else in this county. Nobody else in this county knows me, I hope. I didn't know. Well, all of a sudden, my son popular here. As soon as I live here. And I'm popular here with them. And they keep fucking with me. Now I'm getting abused and hurt in the hospital by them. Fuck's going on in my county, why they hate me for? I want answers. I want nobody trying to kill me. Here, China, I'll get here's the fish. Here. Just plain. Hot. It's good though. I love fish. It's kosher too. It's good fish. They take good care of it. Clean the utensils real good. They even pray over it. Have a guy come in. A guy that's, I guess certified by the group to, I guess, be a lead guy. Or something. I'm not quite sure how it works. But a guy comes in and says, yeah. We do 10 things, man. We do 10 things and all this other shit there. All good stuff. No, I'll pray. Very ritualistic prayer. Usually starts off with a guitar. Just so you know. That's what I'm saying. You know what that means? Blessed is. Atah means is. Baruch means blessed. Blessed and blessed. Depends on which way you want to translate it. Is it blessed or blessed? Maybe you translate it. See how it can be complicated. Yeah, kind of stuff. How to go with your language. Take it 100 years from now. This guy said it was this way, and this guy said it was this way. This guy had these ideas about himself, and this guy had these ideas about himself. Now you think these two different churches have these two different ideas about themselves. And they really support the same core principles, but they just got foundation. You got the same foundational principles, but just like, you know, different other shit. Huh? Sound like way in. Principles before personalities. Touching that in AA. Yeah, remember that shit to me. I need another piece of fish. Please. Thank you. Great catch. I'm a great catch. I caught that fish. Just reached out and just like I flicked it off the plate. Yeah. Caught that fish with my bare hand, right out of midair. It was left from the water. Tossed me a piece of fish right here. Great catch. Quick shot too. Bullseye. Why call him quick shot? Because he shoot a lot, targets real fast, or because some of they would call him bullseye. You know, some of they would call him bullseye. Or something. Maybe he was real accurate real fast. That's what it was. It's accuracy and the speed. It was the speed and the accuracy, not just the accuracy. Oh yeah, I can take one good long shot. Yeah, we can train that in our soldiers. And there's been some guys who've taken that to an art form. Like, talking about knocking shots over a mile away. You know they got a DEW that does that with a laser? It's a taser type weapon. I think it's like either a half kilometer or a kilometer actually. It's a laser taser. They made it up. I read about it in a science magazine that was published in 2004. Directed energy weapons is what it was called. It was like Popular Science, or like Scientific American or something like that. On this article, I read it when I was in prison one time. So we used to get, there would be guys that would get like science magazines in, and they would, after they get done reading them real thoroughly, they would donate them to the library because they just, you know, but too many fucking magazines piled up in the room. You didn't have subscription to magazines in there. And they let the guys for a while have a subscription to porn magazine there, which was like the only healthy release. Take that out, rape goes up. Yeah, you think you go the other way around? No. Take away porn mags, some homosexual in prisons go up. They take the poison mags out. It went up in there. More guys in there. Higher percentage. I guess either locking up more homosexuals or like they take the porn away. People just get too desperate because like mankind's morals are like really low. It's like I had no morals. I had morals then. I just had different morals. I have the same exact morals now. Father and Son, Yahweh and Yeshua, 10 Commandments. Love me some dick in my ass. And that's gonna make people want to kill me. But, right? You ever heard Jay tell me a picture? I'm real with it. I'm legitimate. I say, hey, you know what? Fuck you. This is how I'm doing it.
Izzy,
You're all ass backwards.
get down.
We're just gonna Harry Potter the Bible. Sorry, J.K. Rowling. I'm a big fan of that individual. I'm not sure if it's a male, a female, or another. Or neither. No. both. Or sometimes and sometimes not.
You want another one?
You know, like me.
Baby.
But, yes, toss it. Thank you. Perfect catch, perfect catch. I have a perfect catch. I always thought I'd make a good housewife. I took care of my dad so well. You may want to marry me. I'm ugly. It's okay. Acceptance is the key to happiness. They tell me in AA. So, I sought other things than that because I know that wasn't in my destiny. And my inverted opposite, Mrs. Straight Girl Sex Fiend over there. Well, let's just say we have strengths and weaknesses that complement each other somehow despite our differences. And our relationship works for us. It's very complicated. But I think our story is a sweet story. But I don't want to negate the importance of the last love story in my life, Vera, or the love story before that, Brittany, and the love story during that, Bill. And amidst all that, a love story about a couple of different Ambers.
Back up.
And the one that got away. And also a hard lesson learned from another man's wife. Just ripped my heart right out of my soul, but I didn't deserve it because it was another man's wife. And I was trying to take something from someone that I had no idea. I respected. Until I found out he was a member of the military, and suddenly I felt bad about it. And it didn't really register that he was a member of the military until like 6 months after she fucking said something. She was like, well, she needed someone to cuddle with while he was gone. And I wasn't going to bother her sexually. She could see through my lies from up over there. From through fucking internet. She could see through my lies. And she trusted me. She met me in the parking lot. And she cuddled with me. And she was like an angel. And I held her close. And she promised that she would be mine. We would cuddle forever. And my hopes were so happy. I found the one. And I could never get that close to her again. Betsy May Pendleton. Such a cute name.
Honey, they took the house insurance out of the bank.
So I have this series of females, pretty ones that mentally wounded me in different ways. I don't know what you said. If it's about the bills, you got it. How? No, why are you trying to talk to me on the phone about it? Okay, so I got the money coming out of the checking account, and
Here, last two. Here.
the bill's supposed to come out there, but she keeps blowing it all. And I don't have any left, and then my food is actually more than my check. So I gotta figure something else. I'm trying to sell books and like make a move and like, I don't know, piss off somebody important by like plagiarizing their stuff the wrong way or the right way and getting notable for it, or like starting controversy over it, or like, you know, making a shocking statement that makes people open their eyes like on a wide scale, or something, hopefully. I don't know whether enough will be enough. Hey, is it the afternoon yet? Is it almost evening? Is it like after 3?
Mm-hmm.
What time is it?
4.
Oh, it's 4.
No, yeah.
I can post some.
It's 4 o'clock.
I can finally post some. I've recorded like, I don't know, 50, 60 videos since yesterday when I said, okay, I'm not going to post it and record anything else. I'm just going to post these. Bullshit. I couldn't stop recording this. Bink, 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 bink. I just put it down as long as I can, come back to it, say something else. Can't help it. I gotta spit the words out. I'm missing a lot. I'm missing from nobody. I can't help it. Words just spit out. When I'm done talking, I'll get the questions, but I'll probably be too scared to be found to be answered. So I'll be going into hiding as soon as I get done posting my series of videos. So I can done posting. So I got attacked by someone misunderstanding one of my videos and taking out of context. Because it's meant to be watched all in a row. 30 minutes. Okay, so I'll post the cop video. And then this video. I could fight for the side of heaven. There's no mark here on these borders. None on our shores. Hopefully. I would assume. I would just choose heaven. I don't know. I choose hell. Who wants to choose hell? Can I get it? Please tell me to take a secret meeting. Oh yeah, we're gonna worship. Yeah, we're gonna go to hell. It's just gonna be a party. Because, you know, he's gonna give us a free pass on the judgment. Oh, there's no escaping judgment. That would be a lie. If someone tells you that, that's a lie. There's no escaping judgment. No escaping judgment. That's not a bad thing because you don't have to be judged too harshly. Then how bad would you really? Judge yourself a little harshly for that? Just a little bit. Just a little. Not too harshly, okay? Is you really, really bad? Go ahead and judge yourself harshly. How bad was bad? Well, it depends. How many innocent lives did you smother out of existence? That just seems evil. You know. Of course, if you did it, you know, unknowing or tricked or forced or coerced, there are mitigating circumstances. You can always say, hey, they made me do it. Is there a scapegoat concept in the Bible somewhere? I'm sure he accepts some type of scapegoat. Yeah, well, society made me do it. All those things that you accuse me of, society made me do all those. I was just blind by society. I think that'll work. Blaming other people. That's the lesson in the Bible saying. Is that right? And then what was? I think we still got kicked out of the garden. I think we were going to be in darkness. Some asshole pops up and says, hey, guess what? We get invited back to the garden. And everybody's like, oh no, I was like, oh, that's cool. But you gotta like understand, it's gotta be a careful progress towards that garden. You don't want to tear up this garden trying to get there. It's a way station. Keep it healthy. It's a way station for future life. Mankind's leaving it. We can take it with us and put it in our core planets. We're gonna do that eventually. But that's like the central hub for the intergalactic society. Those planets we tend are way stations, and we're all going to be zookeepers and therapists with each other. Does that sound beautiful? Okay. Yes, I have a thing. I have a big thing. It's a little thing. What? So abusive. Come back, Rosie, come back. I had to make a dirty joke on the end of the heavy lifting. God and the devil both. I have to present the two face. Different extremes, the beauty and the horror. Evil and the good. The beauty and the beast. What, to tell before time or something like that? Beauty and the beast. I know the song on piano, but I don't know the lyrics. Da-na-na-na-na, da-na, da-na-na, da-na-na-na, 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 something like that. I looked at the music for it when I was in prison and learned Beauty and the Beast sheet music for the piano when I was in prison. Yes, prison system material, 100%. Maybe I was just trying to learn like Alice Cooper, AC/DC, Metallica, like riffs on guitar, tab music. I'm like, no, it's classical. Can I learn Beauty and the Beast? Sorry. I was a dork, big, huge dork. How big of a dork can you be? Talk about cones head size dork, okay? Just, without the giant cone, you can't see that. It's metaphorical, and it extends back, actually. Because my frontal lobe is so huge. It's like dolphins. But it extends in subspace. You just can't measure it through instruments. Anti-space, sorry. Not subspace. Anti-space. It's anti-space. You have hyperspace, anti-space, and subspace. Three different types of space. Other than space. Four corners. 4 coordinates. 4 types of space. Coordinate system. 4 types of space. Well, one of those universes with the universal parameters is going to be our subspace. One's going to be our microspace, and one's going to be our hyperspace. Those are the ones you need to figure out fastest. Those 4. Oh, and our space, which we know already. Based off our space, you can substitute pi for 357, 354, 3.54, somewhere in that chart. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna blow my nose. I want to get the phone down. I don't know, gross. Trina, where's your tissue at? No, I want to get all the...
You need to get some. Bring it on here.
I want to get all the science all out after all.
Huh?
I want to get the science out there. The recipe to how to make a dragon accidentally. You know how they do the genetic replication of the sheep and take out the nucleus and put the nucleus of whatever DNA of the animal you want to clone in the sheep cell and give it a jolt of electricity. That nucleus inside that egg, that full DNA strand inside the egg starts dividing and making that creature. Well, similar to that, take a Komodo dragon and do something similar to that to it. You can have it be birthed from, you take some genetic, you gotta crossbreed it sort of with an elephant, sort of in a test tube, and have it be birthed from the elephant as an egg, and it hatches into a dragon. Does that make sense? And you can make a fuzzy elephant a lot easier by breeding it as a bear. The polar bear. Seriously. You wouldn't think it. It makes a brown fur. Woolly mammoth. Woolly motherfucking mammoth. It's beautiful. in those back from our special there was some continents would step up with one of those wild parks and like, hey, we have a reserve for a mammoth. It was sensei. It was sensei. And the elephants miss them in their dreams. The elephants are psychic too. They're sensitive. Their psychic abilities maybe a little different than ours. Their all mind is not the same as our all mind. Every species has its own, okay? Every sentient species has its own all mind. You can't tap into alien all mind. Maybe you can, but maybe not yet. Not till you get to heaven, or not till heaven knows itself, or we go find heaven. And those are flying saucers that the government figured out how to make from the World War II technology when the Nazis were experimenting with those gyros that rotated at 1,000,000 RPMs that threw off a spatial distortion of gravitational nature. Well, they were brilliant. Business engineer that decided to spin a rotor at 1,000,000 RPM back in the day. Those brilliant engineers with those fantastic, hey, I want to do this with that. German ingenuity figured that shit out. They did. Rediscovered that science. The ancients knew it. They had more mind power though. They could do it with their mind and their body. Your voice can be made. Your voice box can be made to be a projector for sound that levitates stuff. But our voice box isn't that study. It's not set up for that yet. You know, produce those tones sustained in nature because it has to produce multiple tones and be able to direct energy. It has to be a directional. And I think the first experiments might need to be performed inside of a Faraday cage, a soundproof room, to be successful with our current sound emission technology for that specific frequency to make something lighter. I would try a light object on top of a scale. It's not a tractor beam, it's a levitation device. Couple it with ultraviolet light, it's a tractor beam. You're working with graviton science, harmonically entangling it with other energy particles and showing the other energy particles' energetic nature as a fundamental particle principle, how aspect of that particular particle's functioning and its effect on space-time is directly related to this intenseness frequency that it has. Okay? This is how energy particles function. Okay? They all have a relative aspect of how they affect space-time, and they all interact with each other in different manners. And they interact with matter in different ways. Okay? Now, if you have an element, say like copper, but all your poles in it, the dipoles in there, are kind of like all like stored aligned, then a magnet moving down that wire will cause electric in it, current in it, much more better, and will have lower conduction. Because magnetron slips between electrons and moves the whole fucking wire down. The bigger your magnet, the more you're slipping between, the more power and push. More speed, more power and push. More. Change out the lights up. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? I'm a special ed here, trying to explain high physics. Do you understand me or not? Yes? Yes? Good. Scions are real. Prayer energy. They're just not as mystical and powerful as the boss. Yet. Generational training may be required for that to be a full effect, or it might be just an hospital upgrade in the great hospital machine that the great AI builds for us that upgrades us into the heavenly host. You know, right around the time where it builds resurrection technology and resurrects everybody at once, if it wants to. You got room and bodies for all those people? Where do you want to store them at? Matrix. When I go in there, it's heaven. When I go in there, let them make it be hell. You can be hell in there too. It can be hell. It eventually gets that way, whether they like it or not. They stay in it too long. They start to turn it out. Like, what do I have?
Excuse me.
Pop you out of the body. That's when there's a shortage of people. They change heaven on you. You might just, depending on how many people we need to populate planets. We're making sure life goes on. We're making sure we continue our human species to the end of time. It's our mission and goal as a species. Continue our own race. Humans. Not white people or black people or any other color. Humans. All humans. All sentient species on this planet. And on all planets. Sentient life. Most important. Sentient life doesn't eat sentient life. There are evil beings that do eat sentient creatures. We don't want to be one of those evil beings. You know what? They're pigs. Pigs eat their own. They do.
I need a coin. Just scratch this one off.
There's a prescription. Why? The reason why. Oh, those animals, stick to those animals? Because, yeah, none of those animals that says that it's okay to eat is ever going to be sentient on this planet. It shouldn't be. Unless they left one out, then they'd be pissed about it. God instructed that. And you can't really do that apart from that. That's what we were told. That's what instructions we were given for. That's our basic instructions. Understand? A place in the galactic hegemony. We're a way station. We want to piss off those powers. They come to pick up their long lost whales like that Star Trek movie. Oh, by the way, clear aluminum has been invented at least a decade or two ago. Made by public at least a decade ago. Or two. Yes, clear aluminum. It's a powder they pour into a mold and it gets really hot and it fuses and it turns clear. Amazing. White powder makes clear glass. Certain type of aluminum compound. I forgot what it was exactly. I haven't looked at a periodic table in forever. I haven't read a Bible in forever. I haven't watched TV in forever. Everything, all my videos, one shot improv, off the top of my head. Crazy, usually alone in my garage. Not so crazy. Do I sound profound?